Thank you very much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, fellow accountants. First of all, I would like to thank the Istanbul Chamber of Certified Public Accountants for extending this very kind invitation to me to be here with you to represent the IFAC Small and Medium Practices Committee. And I also would like to thank Turmop and the Turkish profession for the strong support they have always given to IFAC, and in particular to the Small and Medium Practices Committee of IFAC. I do understand that the speakers in this panel are the only thing left between you and a relaxing evening, so I will not abuse your time and your patience, and I will try to give you a short overview. There clearly is much more that we could tell you, and there is much more time that we could spend together talking about accounting and audited issues. But I will just give you a quick overview, and I will give you the chance and the means and the tools to get more information by accessing the IFAC website. I will give you some information about the IFAC Small and Medium Practices Committee, what it does and how it works. We will touch on the topic of globalization of small and medium enterprises and small and medium practices. And also we will try to see how good practice management techniques can help the small and medium practices help their SME clients in addressing globalization and internationalization of their business. I will provide you with some information on the wide array of services and information which is available on the IFAC website, especially focusing on tools for marketing in small and medium practices and on new developments in assurance services, audit and reviews. And I will also have a quick word with you about the IFAC 2014 Global S&P Survey, which I will invite you all to take and join the survey on the internet. First, the IFAC Small and Medium Practices Committee was first set up in 2005 to advise and assist IFAC as it executes its strategy in relation to SMPs and SMEs. I am happy to say that Turmop, the Turkish profession, has always been a member of the Small and Medium Practices Committee since its very first inception. We now have Professor Cemal Ibis as a member, our good friend Cemal, and before Cemal, Mazlum Turker had been a member for a long time on the Small and Medium Practices Committee of IFAC. The committee is made up of 18 members representing 17 countries covering all the continents and the world. And there are three main areas where we focus our activity and our strategic plan. First, we try to provide timely input to policy regulation and international standards. We provide regular input to all the most important international standard setting boards, the IASB in accounting standards, the IAASB for assurance standards, and the YESBA, the ethics board for ethics standards. We also provide input on any issue which is of relevance to SMPs and SMPs, and we try to make sure that all the standards are relevant and proportional to the needs of SMEs and SMPs. So if the standards are implementable in an SME environment by SMPs, that's largely thanks to the work done by the SMP committee behind the scenes. We also developed tools and resources for SMPs to help them best serve their SME clients. Two very important examples which you might know and which have been translated into Turkish are the ISA Guide, the Guide to the International Standards of Audit, and the Quality Control Guide, the Guide to ISQ C1. We also have published a Practice Management Guide. I'll have a few words about this in a minute. And our last publication is a guide to review engagements. I'll get back to this again in a few minutes. We also work together with all IFAC member bodies to disseminate and leverage their work and their materials so that all the SMPs in the world can have easy and quick access to the best knowledge produced by the accounting profession worldwide. And we also promote the visibility and the recognition of SMPs. We probably did well over 25 presentations. We've now reached over 30 presentations at events just in 2014, covering all the continents. And we try to speak up every time we feel that there is a need to make aware of the needs and the importance of the small business sector and of the small practice sector. I will have a few words with you about globalization, because I understand that this is a topic which is deeply felt by you in Turkey, but everywhere in the world as well. Globalization in itself is nothing new. Multinational companies have existed for many years now, so the concept is well known, but what is totally new is the extent and the pace, the speed at which globalization is progressing. It is not just something which is the matter of big multinational entities, but even small and medium enterprises are now becoming globalized at a very quick pace. And this clearly impacts small and medium practices, which are the trusted advisors of small and medium enterprises. This is both a challenge and an opportunity for SMPs. Many SMEs now are part of the global business community, and this is made much easier than it was in the past, thanks to changes in the way the world communicates, thanks to easier access to transportation and to technological change, and the easiness with which we can communicate throughout the world. Most small and medium enterprises in many countries of the world now regularly interact with other entities outside of their borders. So they manufacture products or provide services beyond their own national borders. You might have heard about the Edinburgh Group, which is an important grouping of international grouping of the accounting profession, of which the Turkish profession and Turmob have been founding members. And the Edinburgh Group has done a research project on the international activity of the SMEs around the world. And the results of this research are quite astonishing. It says that almost 3/4 of small and medium enterprises and small and medium practices which have been surveyed have clients with an international element of some sort. they either buy goods from abroad or they sell goods or services abroad. So this is a global survey, and on a global basis, 75% of the clients of small and medium practices do business with non-national, with foreign entities. Clearly, this develops a need for advisory and consultancy for the small and medium enterprises in dealing with their international counterparts and clients. Also, I would like to mention a very interesting survey performed by the AICPA, the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. And according to this survey, performed on American, US, small and medium practices, 79% of American practices anticipate international growth in the next 5 years. This means that there is a huge potential for growth in assisting our clients in going international, in going global, in expanding beyond their own borders. And there are many, many services that small and medium practices can extend to their SME clients in this field. For example, they can help them identify the most attractive and the fastest growing markets internationally. They can help the SMEs navigate the red tape of international activity, getting through customs and regulations. They can help them build relationship with banks, obtaining finance and working with international payments and money transfers. And we can also help our clients deal with foreign exchange by managing their foreign exchange risk or forecasting their foreign currency needs. Clearly, this implies and requires a change in the way the small and medium practices work. And this also means that small and medium practices, whether they are in Turkey or in the US or in Italy or anywhere else in the world, need to develop a network which is an international network of relationships which enables them to assist their clients as they sell the goods and services abroad and to extend advisory services to them in these new fields. It also is a matter of how we manage our practices. Clearly, as I said before, we don't have the time to talk much today in the 20-25 minutes we spent together, but I would like to refer you to one very important tool that we make available for free on the IFAC website, which is the Guide to Practice Management, which has been developed by the Small and Medium Practices Committee of IFAC. It is a huge volume because it's